It's that time of year again. It's Christmas in November.
Eat your heart out, FedEx. That'd be good. We're gonna make the YouTube deal.
You know what you're delivering today, don't you?
Boarding house.
The debut of the 2012 Mathews. It's called the Heli-m.
Quiet killer.
That's your best delivery of the day, isn't it?
It is the best delivery of the day. All the time.
Alrighty, let's see what she looks like. Looked it up on the internet this morning early, and it's called the Heli-m. It's got a axle to axle. Oh my goodness, it's like it weighs nothing. I had a good feeling they were going to do that. That Jewel, you know, when the Jewel came out, Jewel, it's a girl's bow, but a lot of guys grabbed a hold of it and just said, wow, that feels so good. So I was kind of thinking they were going to go light, and they did, man, and it feels good. 3.5 pounds. It's got a 30-inch axle to axle. It's got a 7-inch brace height. IBO is 332, so it's a couple of feet a second faster than the Z7 Extreme. Some of the changes that they made on it was the roller guard. It's still a reverse assist, but they lightened it up a little bit, and they also lightened up the string stop. But I mean, wow, incredibly light. You kind of think that, I don't think they can make them any lighter than this. You probably wouldn't want to, because then you'd probably just be able to fold it up and put it in your pocket. But can't wait to shoot it. The test is going to be, you know, can you make a bow this light, and can you still keep it dampened down and shock free and stuff? And that's going to be the question, and we're going to find out in a minute. One of the things I'm going to do too is talk a little bit about the stuff we're going to put on it, because of the video from last year, I had a lot of feedback. Guys and girls asked, you know, hey, what is that you're putting on it, and can you show a little bit more about the setup stuff and all. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the Ultra Rest, drop away rest on it, and then we'll go from there. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put on a rest. My favorite is the QAD, Quality Archery Designs. This is the HDX model, drop away rest. I like it for a couple of reasons. One is that it's really quiet. It has a felt system on it, and it also captures the arrow so the arrow can't fall off. Another thing I like about this one, as opposed to some other drop-aways out there, is that if you draw back on a deer and you let down, this one won't fall. It's only going to fall when you shoot. And I found it to just be an awesome shooting rest. So let's go with this one. All right. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a sight on it. One of the sights that's one of my biggest sellers is the Extreme. Just basically because it's a great sight for the money. It's machined aluminum. It's a great sight for the money. What I also like, kind of on a higher end note, just because they're the toughest sight on the market, is a Spot Hog. These things are pretty much indestructible, and they have a lifetime warranty. But these look great. They match the bow really good. Lost camo, so we're going to go ahead and put the Extreme on it. All right, and for a stabilizer, we're going to go with the 3-inch Axion. You know, with a bow that light, we don't necessarily want a big, long, heavy stabilizer on it, so we're going to use, the Axion's been real popular since they came out. They have the grid lock design, and they're in lost camo, and they have the Mathews dampener in it, so they're really effective. So we're going to use the 3-inch Axion. And for a wrist sling, I use a lot of Paradox stuff, you know, just real good, cheaper, nice. All right, for our peep sight, we're going to use a G5 Meta, 1/4 inch, 3/16 or a quarter, either one. I kind of sometimes like the quarter, you know, low light conditions when it gets a little later in the evening, when it otherwise might be just completely dark. You can see through that quarter, so that's why we're going to use that. We're going to put that in there. We're going to get this this sight windage and elevation adjusted, and we're going to go in there and shoot it through paper and see how good I did with that, and then we're going to shoot her. Stay tuned. All right, let's put it through paper, see what kind of hole we get here. All right, looks like we need a little adjustment. All right, I think we can live with that. Let's shoot this thing and see what she does. All right, now for the ultimate test, the shootability. I mean, just that first feeling though is it's really light, and that feels good. You know, I don't know how many times I've been walking and humping in the woods and stuff, and everything you got seems like it gets 10 pounds heavier by the time you get back there. This boat weighs almost nothing, so that's a good thing. Really smooth on a draw. I would have to say that this bow has a smoother draw curve than the Z7 Extreme. All right, I think I made my decision. I don't have a compound right now. I gave my son my Z7 Extreme about 4 weeks ago to make the college archery team he's going to. I said, well, let me wait and see what the new one is, and I'll decide whether I want to get another Extreme or the new one. And to be honest, I've kind of been on the fence. You know, I love how light it is, but I needed to know if it'll shoot. And no kidding, it wasn't until that group I just shot right there, which took me off the fence, and I'm going to go ahead. This is what I'm going to be shooting this year. So let's go see this group. Come on. Look at that. Can't argue with that. For a guy that hadn't been shooting much, because I've been shooting my recurve a lot, that's a pretty good group. I'll take it, and I'll take the bow. Awesome.